Welcome to my channel again. Today's today's lesson is about possible quiz questions on Australian property law. So let's get started. Which of the following best characterizes an in rem right? 1. A contractual right, an equitable right, a proprietary right, a common law right. Pick one. An in rem right is a proprietary right that is enforceable against the whole world, as opposed to an in personam right, which is only enforceable against specific individuals. Which of the following is not associated with an in rem right? 1. The right to possess, 2. The right to exclude, or the right to a loan, or the right to use. A loan is a personal right, not a proprietary right. In rem rights relate to control over the property itself. Which of the following did not provide a theoretical account of property? Jeremy Bentham, John Austin, Karl Marx, John Locke. John Austin is primarily known for his work in legal positivism and did not significantly contribute to property theory compared to the others. Which of the following terms connotes certain things that cannot be privately owned? Res nova, res communes, jus cogens, res publica. Res communes refers to things like air and the sea, which are common to all and cannot be privately owned. Which of the following statements is true? A third party may never remove a fixture. A tenant may have the right to remove a fixture. An owner has no right to remove a fixture. A tenant has no right to remove a fixture. Tenants can remove fixtures if there is an agreement or if it fits within legal exceptions like trade fixtures. Which of the following is not relevant to ascertaining whether an object is a fixture? The degree of annexation, the type of object, whether the property is residential or commercial, the intention of the owner. The nature of the property does not determine if an item is a fixture. Rather, annexation and intention are the key test. Hence, the use of the property means either it is used as residential or commercial is the main thing. If how strong the annexation is, or what is the intention of the use of the fixture. Which source of law states the period of time after which adverse possession can apply in Victoria? The Transfer of Land Victoria, the Real Property Act, the Limitations of Actions Act, or Whittlesea City Council versus Abbot-Angelo. This act sets the statutory limitation period, which is 15 years in Victoria, Australia, for adverse possession claims. A claim of adverse possession can be made against which of the following? Trust beneficiaries, or paper title holders, or the Crown, or future title holders. Adverse possession applies against those holding legal title, that is paper title, who have failed to assert their rights. Which of the following principles is most fundamental to Australian real property law? 1. Native title. 2. Terra nullius. 3. Socage tenure. 4. The doctrine of tenure. This doctrine underpins the Crown's radical title and the framework for landholding in Australia. Which of the following does not represent the vesting of an estate either now or in the future? Fee simple, lease, legal remainder interest, or life estate? A lease is a contractual interest, not a freehold or equitable estate in land. Which of the following sources was first to legally recognize native title? Whig Peoples versus Queensland, Mabo versus Queensland number 2, or Native Title Act, or Mabo versus Queensland 1. This 1992 High Court case rejected terra nullius and legally recognized native title for the first time. Which of the following is not true of native title? It rejects the principle of terra nullius. It is communal but not individual. It is non-alienable. It can extinguish radical title. Native title does not extinguish the Crown's radical title. It coexists with it. Which of the following is not true? Extinguishment of native title can occur by the issue of Crown grants that are inconsistent with the native title, by the issue of Crown grants that are consistent with the native title, as a result of legislative action, as a result of executive action. Only grants inconsistent with the native title extinguish it. Consistent ones do not. Which of the following is true? Native title is extinguished by all non-freehold title, all freehold title, all future acts of Parliament that comply with the Native Title Act, all future acts of Parliament. Grant of freehold is inconsistent with the native title and extinguishes it completely. Equitable doctrines and remedies were first developed in which of the following courts? Australian courts, Supreme Courts, Courts of Chancery, Common Law Courts. The English Courts of Chancery developed equity as a response to the rigidity of the common law. Which of the following is true of an equitable interest? It is the same as having ownership of the property. The owner of an equitable interest has the right to possess. An equitable interest cannot be postponed, also referred to as beneficial ownership. Equitable interests are often termed beneficial ownership, giving rights to use and benefit from property. Which of the following does not represent an equitable interest? Equitable lien, constructive trust, express trust, old land title. Old system title refers to legal title under a registry, not an equitable interest. Formality requirements do not apply to which of the following? Express trust, constructive trust, equitable mortgage, equitable lien. Constructive trust arise by operation of law, not through formal creation, so formalities don't apply. Priority rules do not apply to which of the following? Equitable interest, old land title, unregistered interest, Torrens title. Under Torrens system, the principle of indefeasibility makes registration paramount, overriding other interests. Which of the following interest in property has lowest priority in a dispute? Prior equitable interest, subsequent legal interests, subsequent equitable interest, prior legal interest. A subsequent equitable interest is generally defeated by earlier interest unless protected by notice and priority rules. Here ends the question answer sessions. Very important for students currently doing property law in Australia or in any other country, I guess. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.